What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're brand new here, welcome to the channel. Today's video, if you couldn't tell by the thumbnail or the title, is about my EDC. So we don't need this. That too, I guess. So, welcome to the channel. If you're here, you're just interested in EDC stuff. I don't know if it matters to you, but I am a USPSA master in carry optics, so this is what a USPSA carry optics master carries every day. I would say about the majority of these things I carry every single day on me, so this is legit what I carry every day, nothing like ridiculous. So let me figure out which order I want to do this in. Probably going to do the gun last because that's going to take the longest, and that's probably why you're here in the first place. And I got a little explaining to do with that section, so let me let's do a rundown here. Like I was saying, the majority of these things leave the house with me all the time. These are the things that are non-negotiable. These leave with me every single time I leave the house. So my keys, these are just house keys. This little clip, I don't remember where the hell it's from, but it's got a bottle opener on it. It's made of titanium. At the time, I think I kind of overspent on it, but it still looks brand new, and I've had this for about 8 years. So I guess whatever, I use it every single day, like I was saying. So I guess that's not a big overspend at that point. Next thing, non-negotiable wallet. There's cash with me right now, but I normally don't ever carry cash because I'm usually using a credit card if I go anywhere. Even if I have cash, I'm just using a credit card. So that's not very normal for me, but wallet from like Dango or something like that, kind of one of those ones that just go in your pocket. And then last but not least, cell phone. This is an iPhone 17, brand new one, whichever version this is, Pro or whatever. My one before this, I think, was an iPhone 12 or 13. So it's kind of due for an upgrade. I was getting to that point where I would have to charge my phone midday just to get battery till the end of the day. So I think I put in enough time with that iPhone to constitute getting a new one. So we have the new one. Also, my lens was cracked on one of the cameras on my old phone, and it was the camera you would use when you would open up your camera. It wasn't like the zoom that, like, I'm never using the zoom or like the wide angle. It was the normal one, so if it was sunny, get a big sun glare, and I would have to like kind of like block it like that. New phone. So iPhone, I don't care what you want to use. I know Android people get really butthurt that people aren't using Android. I don't really care. The other, I guess, thing that would be leaving with me all the time is a belt. So it has been this belt, but a belt in general. So this is the Hunter Constantine concealed carry belt. I do have a video on the channel from a year or two ago about this belt, switching over to it from a Core Essentials. This is my like everyday belt. I think this was Ranger Green, which is pretty gray. And then the new one I have is the pink one that I got on the Black Friday sale because just wouldn't mind having a second belt, and I don't mind supporting someone that's like supporting the whole gun community at like prize tables and stuff like that. So that's why I have this belt. It is one of the more comfortable belts. I haven't tried the other belts with the stretch. I would assume most belts that have the stretch on it are pretty damn comfortable. The solid ones, like Core Essentials, not as comfortable, but it does keep the gun in place a little better. And I find that you print a little bit less with the full rigid belts than you do with this, but I really don't care too much about that aspect of it because no one's looking. Next thing on the table, I would say, is a flashlight. So this flashlight is, I don't know, I'm not a flashlight person. It happens to be an Olight. I actually found this one at one of my old jobs, and this isn't an EDC. Well, I guess in the wintertime in the morning. So the only time I'm bringing a flashlight with me is if I'm going out when I know it's going to be dark out. I'm usually not outside after dark much, but morning times when we go to walk the dog, it is still pitch black. Bring the flashlight with me at the park, so not even to find things, just really so you could find where the poop is to pick it up. That's the main reason why I carry this. Then if we decide to go for a walk around the neighborhood at night, bringing that with me for pretty much the same reason. Moving on from there, we will do the watch. So I am not at all a watch person. I like watches. I would like a Rolex, who wouldn't? But this is a Casio. This is a Casio F-91W. So this is just like an old school classic watch from when everyone was younger, and I think they're still classic. Right now my current job is gun building, so I do a bunch of like mill work, working with the Dremel, files, then I come out, shoot USPSA, train and stuff like that. Don't want to destroy a watch. This thing was $17, so if I destroy it, I don't really care, just buy a new one. I used to have an Apple Watch for a little while, and just got over that whole thing and don't care about an Apple Watch anymore. So that's the watch. Moving off of that, we have a Leatherman. So this Leatherman is the rebar. It's FDE and black. Thought it was cool colorway. That's why I got that color instead of like a silver one. This goes in my pocket. I would say 99% of the time, just in my left pocket. And it's there just in case I need it for something. Since I've been carrying it for most of this year, I think I've needed it twice. I've used it a handful of times. It's probably not even worth it for me to carry it at this point. I should probably just like leave it in my range bag. I've used it more at the range, like pulling staples out of like the wood target sticks more than just everyday life. So maybe a waste of money, but it's cool to have. Another item I am carrying just about all the time is a knife. Once again, I'm not a knife person either. Kind of theme with all my stuff. I just get stuff that like works for me. This is a Gerber. I think I got it at Sportsman's Warehouse one day. It was like $50 or something like that. It's this shape. Sometimes I'll switch to like one of the other knives that I have. This is not any way in my thought process to be used for like self-defense. This is just so I have this in my pocket if I need to cut open a box or like something like that. That's what this gets used for, not slicing people up or anything like that. That's why we have a knife. All right, and now the last thing before we get to the thing everyone's here for pretty much is sunglasses. So I pretty much never leave the house without sunglasses. These happen to be heat waves. These are the ones I usually tend to grab for some reason. I do have a couple different pairs of them, but don't even remember which shape these are. Heat waves. All right, and now the moment you've all been waiting for. So last but not least, the gun. So this is the one thing that changes a little more frequently throughout my EDC, but pretty much everything else is like solid standard for me. I'll go through what I started carrying this year, what I switched over to, and then kind of what I've been carrying like the past like month or so, and why. This was actually my carry yesterday and today. So this is a Zev OZ9. So this is the Zev OZ9. We do have a full video on this if you want to go check this out. This is a Glock clone. Not a big Glock fan, but this one has been growing on me and I've been liking it a lot. This is a V1 or Gen 1. I forget like what levels of OZ9-ness they have. I believe this is all Glock Gen 3 parts in here. This was, smallest size was a Glock 17 size, so a full size. Got the nice slide porting on it. The barrel's not ported, but the slide's ported. It's pretty nice. Once again, I do have the video on it. Got an SRO on top of that. I got a hell of a deal on the SRO. And then when I got this gun, I needed something to put on it, and I saw the SRO. That's why that's on there. The only reason why. And a Streamlight TLR1 is on the bottom of it as my light. So we carry the TLR1 on there. If I know I'm going to be out at dark or after dark, I will carry a gun with a light on it. So let's get to the holster and then we'll talk about the light again. So this is the Tier 1 MSP Pro series, I think. So this one is light specific. Pretty much any gun that you could put this TLR1 on, it will fit in this holster, and then you could run this as your holster. Got the sidecar, which is, can basically completely remove it, and then you just have a holster with 2 clips. I do run the wedge on the back. This is a large wedge, the 1.5 wide. That's just to kind of kick the bottom of the gun out a little bit, just so it sits into your stomach a little bit more and prints a little less. With this gun, I do find that it prints a little bit more than my M&Ps. I shoot M&P for USPSA all the time, but I've been really liking this gun. It's not as Glock as a Glock normally is, so maybe that's why I like it, but yeah. So the gun that I've been carrying for about the past month or so, got this right at the kind of Black Friday deals, is the new Tier 1 Apex holster. This one is fit for an M&P. This is my 5-inch M&P. That's what it's fit for, a 5-inch. This has been my EDC for about the past month. So before you go crazy, like, oh, you don't need to carry a 5-inch gun, a full-size gun, you're crazy, all you need irons, bro, slow down, get your hits, all the FUD stuff. Carry whatever damn gun you feel like. I don't care. So, like I said, 5-inch M&P, I use the flush fit magazine's 17 round, and then I throw a 17 rounder in there. Conceals pretty nice. This gun actually conceals better than my Zev, which I think the grip is roughly the same size, if not, this is a little bit longer. Like I said, it is cut for 5-inch, so 5-inch, 4 1/4 fits in there, 4-inch fits in there. So I have the versatility between my M&P platforms. Before we get too far, and I forget to mention this, the ammo I'm carrying also is Hornady Critical Duty 124 grains. So now if you think I'm crazy or not, this, no matter what, is the same size holster. So if I carry a full-size 5-inch gun, 4 1/4, which actually the frame is the same size as the 5-inch gun, or the compact gun, it's all in the same holster. And then moving over to the MSP holster, the other one, no matter what light you put on it, it's the same size holster. The main part of trying to conceal a gun is this section right here, not so much what's down here. So I'm gonna shut up now. I feel like I have been talking way too much. And yeah, that's it. If you want to support the channel in any way, use whatever links are down below. If you want to support the channel by not spending any of your money, just hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment, and all that good stuff. What gun are you carrying? I guess cry to me in the comments about how this gun is overkill to be carrying, or just having a red dot on your gun is too much. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Go shoot a USPSA match. Let's make GM together.